the Vijayan government is set to complete 9 years in power, and the left is soon going to mark the 4th anniversary of Vijayan 2.0. The party is planning to celebrate the achievement, but here's what's interesting. The Kerala government is preparing to spend a staggering 100 crore rupees on celebrations to mark the 4th anniversary of its cabinet. This lavish expenditure comes at a time when the state seems to be grappling with a serious financial strain. The Kerala government is allocating a whopping 42 crore rupees just for infrastructure, with air-conditioned German hangars being constructed to serve as massive pavilions. An additional 5.6 crore rupees is being funneled into program coordination, with a consortium of event management companies lined up to handle the logistics. The government has approved 3.5 crore rupees per district for departmental spending, and that adds up to a total of 49 crores. And let's not overlook the 20 crore rupees earmarked for erecting advertisement boards. Now, the opposition is sharply criticizing the LDF government, accusing it of being fully aware of the state's dire financial situation and yet still choosing to pour in money into these lavish events. The BJP is also waded into the issue, calling it a criminal act and questioning how the state can spend so much while simultaneously asking the centre for funds. Sample these reactions and then we open this up for debate.
The CPM government in Kerala is celebrating their 4th anniversary by spending more than 100 crore rupees. Kerala is going through the fiscal crisis, which I have never seen in the history of this state. There is no medicine in the hospitals. There is no essential commodities in the Maveli stores. By the end of this journey from Kasaragod to Trivandrum, our Chief Minister, Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, will be a laughing stock among the people of Kerala.
You know, there is no money to pay pensions. The ASHA workers have been on strike in front of the Secretariat for the past 2 months, and the government is going to spend an enormous 100 crores on celebrations of completing 4 years. I think this is absolutely criminal.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी की मध्य प्रदेश में सालों से कई बार से सरकार है, जहां पे आर्थिक संकट का दौर है, वहां पे सवाल नहीं उठते, लेकिन केवल गैर भाजपाई शासित प्रदेशों में सवाल उठते हैं। हालांकि समाजवादी पार्टी समझती है कि सरकारों को जो जनता से जुड़े काम हैं उनके लिए बजट खर्च करना चाहिए, उनके लिए काम करना चाहिए।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let me take this across to our guest. Joining us, KJ Alphonse is former Union Minister. With us is Raju P. Nair, spokesperson of the Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee. With us also is Kevin Matthews, political analyst. But my first question goes across to Vivek Srivastava. Vivek Srivastava, I don't know if you heard the LOP there. And what is clearly being stated by the LOP is that these over 100 crore rupees that are being spent is happening at a time when there are no medicines in hospitals, no essential items as far as the Maveli stores there are concerned. And also, it's a time when the ASHA workers have been fighting for an increase in their salary for the past 2 months. It's literally like rubbing salt into the wounds of all those ASHA workers who carry out such a critical role as far as the health infrastructure is concerned.
You see, first of all, you should appreciate, the transparency of the left front government over there. They gave you a figure. They said, it's going to be approximately 100 crores. You are having the breakups also. Is this transparency available when you see a 5-star hotel called Bharatiya Janata Party?
They have not publicly announced it. Reporters have dug out this information, sir. Please don't give your government any credit.
No. Exactly. No. Yeah. So they dug it out from where? Which document?
From their sources in the government.
Who guarantees?
But the sources in the government are not there who are coming out and publicizing this information.
So you guarantee this figure? You Times Now guarantees this figure?
Sir, have you heard what has been stated by Mr. Satishan?
You are giving it.
Have you heard what has been stated by Mr. Satishan?
I am asking you very clearly.
No, you are lauding your government. First, then take back the lauding that you did for the government here. Because earlier you were praising your government. Now you are yourself doubting that report. Why didn't you get your stand
here? I
clear?
am lauding my government, of course.
For what?
No. I'm
for what? For the lavish splurge?
Very simple, straight question.
For the spending that they are doing, 120 crores.
No, don't divert.
No, you are diverting, sir. When I have exposed you, then you are taking a complete U-turn on national television.
100 crores, is it? No, who? Okay, so Times Now takes the guarantee it is 100 crores.
Mr. Satishan takes the guarantee. Here, Raju P. Nair is there. Ask him. Raju P. Nair, do you take the guarantee? Let the Congress respond. Raju P. Nair, who takes the guarantee that 100 crores are being spent?
Vivek Srivastava should have the basic knowledge of how a government functions. every government, if they have to spend money, they have to issue orders, the government notifications. All this money which has been allotted has been out through the government notifications, and no chief minister came to the media and said that, we are going to put up hoardings for 20 crore rupees and we are going to put up stage and dais for 20 crore rupees. It does not happen that way. I think you should understand the basic knowledge of governance. If it is not there, and if you don't have an argument by your side, you will say something like that. Now, Pinarayi Vijayan is the prodigal son of Kerala. Kerala is suffering from such a financial crisis that 71 days, for the last 71 days, poor ASHA workers are there on the strike for the mere hike of their honorarium. They are being paid only 7,000 rupees today, and they are fighting for the hike in the honorarium. The last financial year, the entire budget has been cut by almost 50%, including the SC/ST allocation that was cut down by 500 crores. The SC/ST students are not getting their hostel fees. They are not given their scholarships. The life housing project has come to a stuck, and every welfare scheme this government used to continue from the previous government has come to a halt. Please allow me to complete. Has come to a halt, and now the government spending almost 100 crore is nothing but to say that we have, put up a face in the election year at the expense of the tax-paying citizens. They are starting the election campaign. And that is actually, it is not befitting for a communist party.
Absolutely, absolutely. Vivek Srivastava, now that Raju Pinar has completely exposed your knowledge of governance and how governments function, would you like to at least respond to the people of this country? Here, you're beginning your election campaign by spending these 120 crores by trying to use these government funds to fund your campaign or kick off your campaign for the elections next year. That's the direct charge coming from Congress.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yes, go on, answer the question.
Can I speak? Yes. आप लेक्चर मत दीजिए सर, मेरी बात सुनिए आप.
सर आप थोड़ा लेक्चर देना बंद करिए और सबको ज्ञान देना बंद करिए, क्योंकि आप पूरी तरह एक्सपोज हो गए. Your knowledge of governance is zero, so don't be so arrogant. The arrogance of the left government is what is reflecting in your statement.
सर, फिर मैं बोलूंगा तो आपको बुरा लगेगा सर.
बोलूंगा तो आप फैक्चुअली बात करिए ना.
आप बोल नहीं पाए, सोर्स दिखा नहीं पाए 100 करोड़ का.
सर एलओपी चिल्ला के बोल रहे गवर्नमेंट ऑर्डर्स हैं, आपको जानकारी है.
100 crores. It's a lie, sir. It's a lie, sir. Where is the order? I want to see the order. I want to see the order. Where is the notification? Show it to me. Show it on Times now.
Amazing.
Show it on the camera.
The same person who was lauding the government for making it so transparent today in just 30 seconds says, I don't believe that amount was there. Amazing. I don't think I've seen such a big U-turn on national television ever before. KJ Alphonse.
Can I speak?
Let me bring in KJ Alphonse. KJ Alphonse, have you seen such a U-turn on national television? I'm amazed that, we even have such an argument on national television.
See, it's very simple. I'm from the Kerala cadre of the IAS. I've spent 27 years in the IAS, mostly in Kerala. I've been a member of the
listen to an IAS officer on how government functions, then you can respond to him. Yeah.
Yes, I've been a member of the Kerala Assembly. So these facts are very, very clear. I know exactly what Kerala is. I'm from Kottayam. I was the district collector there. I was the MLA from Kajirapalli. See, it's very simple. Kerala today paints an extremely pathetic picture. While the nation is growing at about 6.4%, Kerala's growth is only about 3.5%. Neighboring states of Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh is going at about 5.5%. The rate of unemployment in Kerala is about 30%, while it is nationally only about 3%. Now, come to the welfare measures for the poorest of the poor people. For about a year, the welfare fund, welfare money which a poor widow gets, an old man gets, it's not been paid for the past 8 months. And look at the ASHA workers. They're getting only 232 rupees, while the minimum wage in Kerala is fixed above 600 rupees. And they wanted just 100 rupees hike, and they're on a 100th day of strike. The government of Kerala doesn't see it at all. Look at the Kerala's public debt. It's about 4,70,000 crores. When I was an MLA, the public debt was only 37,000 crores. It's in a horrible shape. It's got no revenues, no industries coming there, and there is a complete breakdown of the financial system. And then what do? They spend just a modest 100 crores in celebrating 4 years of BJP, of communist government. And look at also, there is something called the Kerala Mahasabha, which happens. All the Malayalis across the world are invited to Kerala to celebrate for a week, and they spend possibly another 100 crores on the Kerala Mahasabha, where nothing happens except for whining and dining.
Okay.
I think Kerala is on
Okay,
the
it's a
brink
genuine
of a
issue.
breakdown.
Vivek Srivastava, now calm down and answer the question. Public debt has risen from 29,989 crores last year to 40,606 crores in the revised budget for 2024-2025. Is this not a valid concern in your view?
Yes. I request you not to interrupt me. It is our government. If I have been called on your channel, I should be allowed to speak. Uninterrupted, please. At least for 40 seconds.
Please, go ahead.
अब आप सुनिए. I am not questioning the dispute of 100 crores, which I think is disputable. In communist parties, when we celebrate how we collect the funds, they do not know. We have mass front organizations. We have the Kisan Sabha. We have the trade union federations, AITUC C2. AITUC formed in 1920, the oldest trade union federation. एक मजदूर, एक किसान पैसा देता है सर, तब कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी में सेलिब्रेशंस होते हैं. ये बकवास के झूठे.
Is this not government expenditure? Are you saying this is not government expenditure?
They don't know the source of the money.
Are you saying this is not governmental expenditure?
Money is going to be collected by the party.
One second.
and the
Vivek, please
organizations
calm down.
and
You are saying,
across
Vivek, you are
the
making.
nation,
Okay,
across
have you
the
made your
nation we
point?
Celebrate.
Have you made your point, Vivek?
Yeah.
So you are saying that this is not government expenditure, but this is party expenditure. Raju P. Nair, is that factually correct? No, you made your point. Now let somebody come back and respond to you.
Why should the government issue an order? If it is a party expense, why should the government issue an order? What are you saying? Actually, you have lost your complete argument and you lost your face. That is why you are trying to trivialize the debate.
I have not lost my mind,
It is not
sir.
the
We are not
party.
spending the
It is
government
not
money.
the AITUC. It is
party
not
is
the
going to collect, the
anyone.
party is going to
It is
contribute,
the
the party
government
is going to celebrate.
expenditure.
The
The government
celebration will
has
be in Delhi
issued
also.
notification
will be in
to
Bengal
release this
also.
much money, 100
Tripura
crores
also,
for
wherever
the
we have the
celebration.
matter.
I don't understand what is he saying.
Let me bring in Kevin Matthews now. Kevin Matthews is also, of course, sympathetic to the left government there. Kevin Matthews, Vivek Srivastava says that there are organizations which collect money, that don't pin this at the doorstep of the government. Is that factually correct, Kevin Matthews?
No, Madhav, I disagree with Vivek when he says that it is basically a publicly collected money and not the government money. It is the government money. But let me also say this. I have to make 3 points here. First thing, Madhav, the budget of this is 0.06% of the annual budget, which is a mere sum every government spends. Wait, let me complete, sir.
Yeah,
every government
I'm not
spends
stopping you. Go ahead.
Money for celebrations. And also to add to the fact that we skipped the celebrations in last year, so there was no celebrations in 2024. This was basically coming from 2 years. So it's basically 0.03% of the annual budget. And yes, there is a cost, but also you have to understand that this money doesn't go elsewhere. It doesn't go to anybody's pockets. It is also...
Sir, the charge is you're actually starting off your election campaign.
Local economies.
This is what was stated just now by the Congress spokesperson. Is he wrong in saying so?
Sir, if you're calling that this is, sir, I'll agree with you. If this is starting of the election campaign, then no party should do this. Sir, every party does this. Every government does this. So let us not go there. Nobody has a moral high ground there.
Okay.
Everybody does this.
Okay. KJ Alphonse, respond to this. Even in BJP ruled states and other political party states, there are government funds that are used. There are government funds used for similar programs. Don't just accuse us. That is the statement of Kevin Matthews. Respond to him.
I think when we say something wrong,
Kevin, you made your point. Now listen to the response, please.
Mr. Vivek, please, okay? When we say something is wrong in Kerala, can we stick to Kerala and look at the economic situation in Kerala and can we analyze and say, is this fair? It is not fair. This state has no industry, no income. Every young person in the state is going abroad for work, you know that. And there is absolutely zero growth rate in the industries. Nobody is investing money in Kerala. What is there to celebrate? Number one, what is there to celebrate? And then you're talking about spending 100 crores on celebration. Come on. I've been an IAS officer in Kerala. This kind of thing never, ever happened. I've seen so many governments. It never happened before. Number one, you have no reason to spend money like this. Number two, what is there to celebrate? See, you come to Modi government, I can give you, I've written a book 2 years back saying accelerating India, exactly what are the things that the Modi government has done
And
for the
Kevin
poor
Matthews,
people.
I'm just reading out what Justice Suryakant said. In fact, this is a judgment that came out, I believe, in April of last year, if I've got the date correct. And the statement of the judge there is that if the state has essentially created financial hardship because of its own financial mismanagement, such hardship cannot be held to be an irreparable injury that would necessitate an interim relief against the union. There is an arguable point that if we were to issue interim mandatory injunction in such cases, it might set a bad precedent in law that would enable states to flout fiscal policies and still successfully claim additional borrowings. This is the Supreme Court of the country talking about how Kerala has been badly managed, financially speaking, fiscally speaking. Is the Supreme Court also wrong, sir? Kevin Matthews.
Madhav, let me answer that. Let me answer that to you. Madhav, let me answer that. First thing, that matter is still under sub judice. That matter is still under sub judice, and it is opinion of one bench. Now let me make the other things. All the financial problems in Kerala mostly stem from centre's partisan policies, because for every rupee of tax we pay to the central government, we get 18 paise back.
Yes, but there are economists who've questioned that as well.
So
I'm
that
just
is
going to
where
question.
Kerala's economic problems stem from.
Yeah, and I'm going to question what has been stated by economist KP Kannan. He says that the real tax to income ratio of 6 to 7% after accounting for remittance income, and this low ratio is nothing less than a pitiful performance in tax collection efficiency. He also goes on to say that the finance minister was able to maintain his own previous record at 8.5 rupees of revenue collection for every 100 rupees of income. He would have got an additional revenue of close to 9,000 crores. This has been stated by several experts.
Can I say one thing in between?
Okay, Raju Nair,
Answer.
quick response.
Madhav, the State Expenditure Committee has submitted a report to the government. In the last 5 years, the state government actually lost 25,000 crores of IGST returns just because it did not correct the procedure for submitting the returns. Do you know that? 25,000 crores this government lost because they did not revamp the GST system and they did not provide a system where the tax returns has to be submitted properly.
Okay.
50% of the IGST was lost. Whose problem was this?
Well, there are serious questions. There are serious questions about financial mismanagement. There are questions about whether, in fact, the workers, legitimate workers of ASHA workers, and their movement is being crushed. There are serious questions. At a time like that, the optics of such a huge splurge certainly do not look good. KJ Alphonse, Raju P. Nair, Kevin Matthews, Vivek Srivastava, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us on the show this evening.